Hello there, welcome back to Great Britain. So, we'll be leaving where we left off with basically still trying to rebuild our country here. Still need to build a lot of forces. We are going to most likely fight Castille, even though we aren't, well, more or less completely built up. We also have a navy that needs some replenishing, but again, I'll have to wait until we have some more money. For the time being, however, we are involved in some wars here in North America. We're going to, I guess, consolidate it now. Just get it more or less out of the way. We're also going to, I think, place our transport fleet in the New World, and the reason for that is fairly simple. I do need to get rid of those. Don't want to take this one. I would actually, to begin with, I would have liked to fetch that, but I'm kind of tempted to just leave it. Naples is kind of starting to also become a kind of a troublesome foe here that could potentially just fall to pieces, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see. Tuscany has a lot of claims, however, so I'm a little bit unsure how they got them, but it's fine. Naples will probably fall sooner or later, and then we can make something out of that. So if I actually end up finding Naples here, I'll probably force them to release Sicily, and then I'll try and use Sicily or peace with allies, said nation, and also potentially go after Malta to get myself a, well, a little bit of a naval base in the area, so to speak. But again, we're going to be planning on shutting down Castille's potential, well, overseas operations. We're also going to go after Aragon, so we have a lot of targets here. Again, I'll leave those 20,000 troops, I think, in Mecklenburg. It should be safe, theoretically. I can always run into Denmark should it be attacked, so I think I can make something work here. I also want to take down Castile before these two colonies become completed. And the reason why I want to take them down before the two colonies are completed is to make sure that colonies stay here and that they don't start, for instance, colonizing Africa, things like that. So Alicante, Girona, and potentially Barcelona will be our targets. I could also go after the Baleares here, but I'm a little bit unsure. For those of you who are wondering what I'm doing most of the time when I'm actually not even showing anything during rebuildings and things like that, I'm not really doing much. I'm looking for potential vassalization targets. I'm trying to keep relations high with the people that I need to have high relations with. Keep the Russians happy, since they are, well, one of my strongest allies at the moment. They also have the mission Conqueror Finland, so they'll definitely be helping me with Sweden. And if you think about things like that, I'm not really doing much. I'm just trying to keep my country together and get it strong. If you'd like I guess a kind of a guide on my methods of keeping a country strong and together, I can always try and make something like that. But again, feel free to ask. For the time being, however, I'll just, as I said, keep the country together. We'll prepare ourselves for war against Castile here, and once we're ready for that one, I'll get back to you. We'll see how it ends up. So this is, as you can see, Burgundy is going up Nevis. Can't really say I care about that. It's not really a problem per se. Nevis doesn't have any allies either, as far as I know, so it's not a problem. Cardinal sins, I can get a free heir, but we claim 313 with a weak claim. No, forgive me, Father, if I have sinned. Again, I kind of want to die without an heir here. That is, as you can see here, because I get a noble from House Bagriatoni. And again, Russian House, potential PU, or personal union, would be wonderful. And also, there was just a revolt up in Pomerania here, so moving, or rather not moving those troops was probably a brilliant idea from my side. I'm a tactical genius. No, it's kind of to be expected, judging by most of all my local legitimacy here. So I definitely have to aim at fixing that one way or another. But with that said, I'm just going to get these guys down south to Toledo or Murcia, and then I think we're actually going to go for that war against Castile. I don't really see any good reason not to. They'll call upon Cherokee. Well, I kind of feel sorry for them, because I'm probably just going to go straight out taking land here. But I might just leave them alone, we'll see. I do have more than enough troops here to kick their asses if necessary, so I would not be too worried. Don't I actually have some regular troops here? Where's the last 5,000 man unit? Oh, it's actually up here, and it's my fault because I didn't actually realize that the mercenary unit and regular unit was switch around. My bad. But again, we'll just get ourselves ready here for war against Castile. Goal will be Alicante, along with these two islands, of course, to just stop them colonizing once and for all. Then I'll probably go straight after Aragon here. They're allied with Milan, however, so that alliance will probably potentially not break, because I can actually use call Milan into this war, and then everyone is happy. I'll also get my transport navy back off that, and we'll take the Baleares, I think. Antwerpen is ours, you bastard. And with that, I suddenly have some Flemish patriots I need to deal with. I guess in this case, I'll actually take the money, since I do have a navy that needs to be rebuilt. Anyways, we are going to find Castille first, I think, before dealing with the rebels. I might just accept whatever terms they have. That could also be a potential choice here, so to speak. Also very tempted to offer military access to Burgundy here. The reason for that is actually fairly simple. If they take Nevers, I don't care too much for Nevers. It's a tiny nation, and if I'm lucky, they would actually go through there, but they won't, so I'm not that lucky. But anyways, as I said here, we are going to go ahead now, declare Castille. Hopefully take them down without too much fuss. Get Milan to help. Milan should be able, again, should, hopefully be able to deal with Naples here. Apparently they're already in war with Tuscany, so I'm a little bit unsure if they'll actually join this one. Well, we'll try. Anyways, cool, willing allies, and we'll march straight for the Castilian army here. Now, I'm a little bit unsure if this army can actually just destroy it, or if I will get trampled on here. Now, the question here, will I take that stability point, or will I take those 50 prestige points? I think we'll take stability for now. Stability is more worth than prestige, it really is. But again, here you can see why I'm kind of in trouble here. My military force is incredibly weak compared to this Castilian force. It's just a -1 modifier, and even so, I lost 3 times as many men. Pretty sure these guys will be heading over to Salamanca, so I can always hope that I will be able to counter them. But again, it's kind of gamble. I should be able to, but I can't guarantee anything. We'll see here. Luckily enough, the switching of the month there happened at a good time for me, and we did actually manage to get the result that we want here. So, Carpacete and Castile shouldn't be a problem. Naples and Tuscany shouldn't be a problem. And all in all, I'm pretty sure we have already now won this war. I think I might actually miss a couple of units to be able to Carpacete the entirety. Yeah, missing a couple of units. So, I might actually have to join up 2 units here for the sole purpose of actually hunting down potential revolters, or potential these guys, the 1 units. I definitely think I will have to do that. We'll just make sure that they aren't allowed to group up, and hopefully make something work from there. So for now, we'll allow the sieges to happen, and hopefully the war will be done soon. I don't think I will take that admin tech just yet. I have a lot of military power to go on. I can get it cheaper. I have provinces that will be needing coring, amongst others Girona, Alicante, and most likely the Baleares. I'm a little bit unsure if I'll take Barcelona too, but just to be safe, how about we just fabricate a claim on Barcelona? Better to be safe than sorry. I'll also have to take Aragon and Valencia down the line, so I guess I'll probably just go for a straight out annexation, that is, of Aragon down the line. We'll just have to see what I actually come up with here. Again, I might actually lose this battle. I will. So, as you can see here, it's kind of a troublesome situation having to deal with the smaller units here. So, I guess we'll try and use these guys. But again, I don't think they are strong enough for that. But I'll try and deal with Castille. Again, I don't expect any big battles. So, I should be fine. But again, not anything that can be guaranteed, unfortunately. We'll simply have to wait and see how it plays out. Unfortunately here, George is the new heir to the throne. He's a 2-1, and his claim is only average. My guy is 40 years old, so we'll probably have a registered council here, which of course would be horrible, but not really too much I can do about that. Again, I'm starting to get tired of these. These are popping up more and more frequently, and it's just starting to become annoying, but not really too much I can do about that. For the time being, however, we have destroyed any armies they had. So again, we're just going to aim at sieging as much as we can. I'm not going to make a move on the islands before I'm actually completely and utterly sure that I can easily take them. That is really what I want to do here. I want to also take the border, or the province that's next to the sea that Castile has, for the very simple reason that It needs to be taken in order to guarantee that they can't send a colonist anywhere else that I potentially don't pay attention to, and thus get a problem, so to speak. So we'll play our cards carefully here, which is more or less what I try to do most of the time. But even so, it doesn't hurt to say so again. So most of Castille is actually under siege, so this war should be over pretty damn soon. And again, Norwegian Patriots in Orkney. Well, that is kind of a surprise. I don't really care if they take the province or if I lose it, because it's Norway, it's a vassal. They won't really be able to do much with it anyway, so again, doesn't really matter. If I accept their demands, as you can see, I lose 10 prestige, they get local autonomy. And in this case, with my low manpower and everything, and the fact that I can actually, well, sacrifice a little bit of prestige, Antwerp doesn't actually well, it's a rich province, but I can afford it. I have a ton of money. So again, it's not really something I need to worry about. But now, however, we'll allow the sieges in Castille to just finish on their own. I'm pretty sure I can get the deal that I want, even if I lose 2 or 3 provinces over here. The only thing, of course, is a little bit of war exhaustion, which could be annoying, but I don't think it will be. Anyways, for now, I'll wait until Alicante has been sieged, and then we'll see if we can get a deal. Should hopefully be done soon. So the war is basically over here. I had to actually join up more or less all my troops. As you can see, someone is actually missing. We had an ambush by Naples' army here. There was 10,000 men in Toledo, and we still lost. So I'm starting to wonder if I have some fundamental problem with my army that I haven't actually paid attention to or noticed. But that doesn't really matter too much. We are going to seize both of these colonies right away. I'm also going to go ahead and start the war with Aragon, and we're going to actually allow the war to just, well, begin, and that is really it. The reason why we will allow the war to just begin, again, is, I guess we'll go for Revolutionary War. We can get things for less aggressive expansion, which is good. Again, the reason why we want to start the war early is because, well, we don't want to have Milan against us here. They are kind of a valuable ally, no matter how you look at it. They serve a purpose. They are a very strong, a very good ally to have. So I will not be doing anything silly like, well, screwing that allyship, so to speak, over by being an idiot. That is kind of the plan here. And also, again, Castile kind of managed to actually reach all the way over to the New World. I'm also going to make sure here that I don't screw myself or shoot myself in the leg. Doesn't matter what you actually want to use as a metaphor. But anyways, it's kind of well, we'll have to deal with that later. Cameroon became self-sustaining. Good. Congo, do you want to give me military access? You do. Good to know. So we'll be sending some guys down south. But again, I do need to build up my armies, so the manpower losses that I'm currently suffering aren't too good for that, and as such I should probably not be fighting too many of these wars, but I'm in a position where I'm actually fighting these wars, so not really too much to do about that right now. Anyways, this went to what? Yeah, it's still part of mine because they're still colonies, but that doesn't matter. I'll just keep my troops there and it should more or less sort itself. We are going to send these guys back home, however. I'll be using these guys, of course, to fetch the island, but I think we'll allow it to go to the end of this month, and then we're going to probably make peace. I'm also just going to have to keep an eye out for bigger troops coming to hunt my guys down. That would be a little bit annoying, but again, not too much I can do about that. We're going for Alicante. There's also some more rebels up here, a lot of them, so I might have to agree to terms again. I don't want to sacrifice too much manpower. I know I sacrificed a little bit of manpower by actually giving up, since, well, the provinces won't hand over as much manpower, but during war, I feel it's just better than marching down there and getting myself in trouble. Of course, my prestige suffered quite a bit from this, but if prestige really is that important in battle, they should probably scale it down a little bit, to be perfectly honest. Not because it's giving me a disadvantage, but apparently, I'm being punished for having colonies. If they were really that hard to control, then just down the amount of money they're giving me. Seriously, if my army at home is weaker because I'm a colony, then things are kind of weird, but I guess I'm sacrificing some of the better generals to keep them at base, things like that, but yeah, I guess that's where my rant is going. We'll just go ahead and make peace. We'll take Alicante, and that is all we'll take with Castille. Of course, we also took the two colonies. Castille should once again be out of the colonization race. Hopefully this time for good. They will be if I take Barcelona and Girona and the Ballet areas, but it'll probably take 2 or 3 wars to deal with Aragon. We'll see. For now, however, we have reached the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll continue next time. Bye.